Right then, so a quick walk around video for a fabulous car. This is a Honda CR-V 1.6 EX diesel and it's the automatic version. Finished in this lovely gunmetal grey, got the optional high level rear spoiler, which always looks really good on these. Full black leather interior. The car's covered 67,000 miles with an absolutely full Honda history right up to the service we've literally just done. It is in lovely condition. 15, as you can see, 15 plate, 2015 car. New style front end, which looks fantastic. Lights and lenses, clear, no cracks or condensation there. Bonnet, very clean. You can't see a stone chip of any note on there at all. Near side of the car, beautifully smooth in the panel work. Can't see any indentations there at all. Come around the back of the car. The rear spoilers are always like the rear 3/4 angles because it just changes the whole feel of the car in my opinion. And then the back again, all generally very tidy. The odd tiny little mark, I think I did see a touching somewhere which I can't see right now, but given the fact that it's 9 years old, it's in remarkably good condition. Offside, driver's side, again, lovely and smooth. Really clean example, this one. Any blemishes, completely in keeping with the age and mileage, but there's nothing that kind of jumps out at you at all. Going to the boot area, you can see electric tailgate functioning perfectly. Enormous boot, which has been kept in absolutely beautiful condition. Let's come into the back, wide opening rear doors, absolutely enormous amounts of rear legroom. Back of the car, given the fact that it's a family car, it's actually been kept in really lovely condition. Leatherwork's really crisp and good. Coming in on the passenger side front, there's a full set of mats in the car. Passenger seat there. Not being sat on very often, I don't think, because it looks too good. Finally coming on the driver's side, door card, again very clean and tidy. Fork bearers again really clean, and driver's seat itself has been kept in fabulous condition. Inside the car now, the engine is always running for this section so the dash can be seen illuminated, which looks pretty much like new in all honesty. Sat nav, as you can see, working exactly as it should there. Pop the car into reverse, you can see the rear parking camera likewise working exactly as intended. It has been kept fabulously well. And come to the main dashboard, 67,279 miles, and the only light showing is for low fuel currently, which is literally just pinged on. But it has been kept really beautifully. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel note key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V 1.6 EX diesel automatic. The car's registered, if I can read it, ND15OOF, and mileage at the start of the road test is 67,274 miles. The reason we do these videos is very simple indeed. It's to ensure that if anyone's looking at any of the cars we're selling, they get to see the very car advertised actually in operation. And we've always felt it important because, like many people, we've been to see cars which have looked absolutely fine in photographs or description, but only to get there and find out there's an obvious fault that shows up. So that's why we do it. So come to the car itself, as you'll know hopefully from the advert, it's been wonderfully looked after. All of the servicing been done by Honda main dealers, right up to the one we've just done, and it's not even due. It was just done because we like to do it as part of our checks. But it's immediately obvious when you drive the car because it drives as tight as a drum. Engine starts instantly, of course, and settles to a smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car. And temperature gauge is running at a third, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda vehicle. The engine is just a superb diesel engine. It's the higher horsepower one because the 1.6 engine, if you have a two-wheel drive one, comes with 128 horsepower, or if you have four-wheel drive, as this one is, you get the 160 horsepower twin turbo engine, and you can very much feel the difference. The lower horsepower one is no slouch, but this one really gets up and goes. But it's smooth and quiet in operation, going along at the legal limit now, just engines in the background. You can hardly hear it actually, and it works beautifully with the gearbox in the vehicle as well. It's a very nice combination. You got this 9-speed automatic gearbox, so clearly lots of ratios to choose from and to extract the best out of the engine in terms of both fuel economy and performance. Gearbox functioning exactly as it should, and these are super slick gearboxes. Put your foot down, pre-selects, you can hardly feel the gear changes. It's incredibly smooth. Brakes on the car are excellent, by the way. I just give them a dab, but I tried them earlier. What I'm looking for particularly on any automatic especially is the fact that there shouldn't be any pulsing or vibrations coming back through the brake pedal, and there is nothing at all, so it's all in top order. It will, by the way, I should point out, be going off for a MOT, which is done independently of us, so all these things are going to be checked anyway. Steering on the car, first of all, track's dead straight. There's no vibrations at this speed or any speed up to the legal limit. But again, a really lovely power steering system. It feels weighty, yet it's obviously light for manoeuvring. Always feels very confident on the road. The car never feels nervous in any way. But the steering is reasonably quick for one of these cars without being, pretending it's sporty, because it isn't. But it just suits the car perfectly, absolutely perfectly. Your inputs don't upset the vehicle unless you're really ham-fisted. So go through the corner like this, a bit quicker than normal. Turn in, hardly any turning of the wheel. Body motion is brilliantly suppressed by the suspension, because this is ultimately a family car, but a tall one. So that can, with some of its competitors, result in lots of body motion, lurching around the corners. This manages to achieve a wonderfully compliant, comfortable ride. Yet it flows through corners really, really well. It's very accomplished, and there are no clonks, rattles, anything from underneath the vehicle at all that shouldn't be there. Coming inside the car, it hasn't been cleaned yet, but hardly needs it. It's in lovely condition in here. Very well looked after car. Typical Honda build quality. Absolutely no squeaks or rattles at all from the interior. All the materials chosen for the kind of use the car is going to get, which is a fairly heavy family use, but they are very resistant to that, more so than again virtually any of their competitors. But it's also a lovely place to sit and operate, because you've got fantastic visibility around the vehicle. Huge wing mirrors help with that, as do the parking camera, parking sensors, all those kinds of things. But it's a very easy car to jump in and drive without feeling intimidated in any way. All working perfectly. Sat nav, as you can see, dual zone climate control system. That pumps out lovely cold air, by the way. We did try it in a warm workshop. All of the switchgear has that trademark Honda feel, very high quality, beautifully damped controls, heated seats working exactly as they should, and then a dash binnacle in front, which is wonderfully simple and very crisp in the detailing of its dials, and finally this lovely leather bound steering wheel, which is in super order, as is the rest of the interior, as I said. This is a four-wheel drive version of a CR-V. There are no buttons to press to activate it because it is completely automatic. Honda worked out very quickly when launching the original CR-V that most people are driving as I am right now, where you don't need four-wheel drive on. So basically, for 99.9% of the time, the car runs in front-wheel drive, two-wheel drive only, which is the most efficient way to pull a car along. If it needs to go into four-wheel drive, it does it instantly, and does it via the traction control system of the cars, which is much quicker to react than you could ever be yourself. So if you're pulling away on sort of snow, mud or ice or something, it senses the front wheel starting to slip, seamlessly brings in the rear wheels to give you four-wheel drive, and it is brilliant in use. Also, its lack of running four-wheel drive means you're going to save on fuel, tyres and mechanical wear. So much so that in nearly 3 decades, it's selling thousands of CR-Vs now. I cannot remember putting a spanner on any of the four-wheel drive systems on any of them, so it is robust indeed. point of the video is to show up any issues, of which there's nothing at all. It drives absolutely beautifully.